Hello viewers, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we shall be talking about the application process for the Russian scholarship, especially for people coming from Zambia. This is part 1 video of the application process. We're going to get into the review, but before we get into the review, I would like to remind you that you should subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't yet done so that you're always going to be updated with the channel's latest information. As you do that, don't forget to turn on the notification button so that you're always going to be notified when there is any latest information on this YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to share so that others can also enjoy the videos over this channel. Don't forget to comment so that we can hear out your views. And then last but not least, you can like this video by giving it a thumbs up. Let's try to quickly get into the review. The first thing that I would like to advise you is that you can go to your Facebook account, and then you can search for this page, which is the Russian house in Lusaka. You can search for this page, and after you search, this is how it is going to look like. This is the page that we're talking about. This is the page that you have to look for, which is the Russian house in Lusaka. Let's try to look at the information for this page. When you try to look at this one, it is the cultural center. That is what is written at the top, and below there we have embark on a Russian cultural journey in Zambia at the Russian house, a hub for language and culture. So now let's try to get into this page. Let's try to check what is inside this page. Let's try to review this page. Okay, this is the page that we're talking about. Whenever there is any information, whenever there is any updates concerning the Russian scholarship, you're going to be informed in this page. You're going to be informed if the Russian application has started. You're going to be informed. So I would advise you that you like or follow this page. That is one thing that I would like to advise you. One thing that you need to keep in mind is that this page, it is also going to give you information. If you want to start learning the Russian language, you're going to get informed. It is not only the language, but it can also help you to know the Russian culture. That is one thing that you need to keep in mind. Let's try to get a review of this page. This is how the page looks like. This is the page. It's going to give you different updates. It will be giving you different updates. So as you can see this picture, we have those who are learning, who are students. We have those students who are learning the Russian language and also about the culture. Let's try to review the application for 2024. Let's try to check the application for 2024, for the year 2024. That is what we're going to do. We're going to check the application, how the application was conducted in 2024. So now, as it stands, when can you expect this scholarship to be advertised? This scholarship, you can expect it in October. In 2024, this scholarship was advertised in October. So if you want to apply for this scholarship, wait for the Russian house in Lusaka to advertise for it. When they advertise, that is when the application can start. Let's try to check this post, which was made on 7th October 2024. This is how the post looked like. We're going to check this post. This is the post that we're going to review. It is written as on October 7, 2024, the campaign to select foreign candidates to study in Russia under the scholarship of the government of the Russian Federation starts. In such a case, we have that one, which is education in Russia. The selection for training under the scholarship of the Russian Federation is carried out only on the website, which has been provided below. For those who applied in 2024, this is the website which was used, the one which is starting with HTTP. That is the one that was used. This is the website which was used for people who applied for this scholarship in 2024. This is the website. that we're talking about. So when you try to check out this website, it is going to take you to the application. That is one thing that you need to keep in mind. You just need to wait for further information from this Russian house page. What is found when you try to check out this website? What is found on this website? Let's try to check out this video which was posted by the Russian house in Lusaka. Let's try to check out this video. This video, it is also going to show you the application guide. It is also going to show you the application guide. This is how the application was conducted for people who applied in 2024. This was the application guide for the candidates who applied in 2024. Let's try to check out this video. Let's try to check out this video.
Do you want to study in Russia? How to do it? Visit educationinrussia.com website and apply. First, register on the site using your email. Log into your account. Next, you're automatically taken to the requests page. One click and you will open a new application form. Fill in all the lines of the form, making sure you enter the answers in the fields with an asterisk. Don't forget to save the form. Be sure to check if everything is correct. If there are mistakes, you can edit the application. Go further and fill out the application, specify the specialty and form of education. Choose educational institutions and prioritize them. Share your achievements, your language skills, victories in competitions and Olympiads. Make sure to mention how fluent you are in Russian. Attach supporting documents and a link to your portfolio. Save the application form and check it again. Next, it's time to attach the documents required for the first stage of the selection process. Click on the document name and download it from your device. Print your consent to personal data processing, sign, and download the document. The final step is to print the application form. Print out the application form, sign and download the scanned copy of documents. And finally, send the application. Now you just need to monitor the status of the application on the site. Good luck! We're waiting for you in Russia.
Okay, try to talk about what the video has been talking about. This video is talking about the application guide for the 2024 candidates, for those who applied in 2024. Let's try to talk about some of the things which have been talked about in the video and some of the things which have not been talked about in the video. Let's talk about the first one. Just as it has been said in the video, you have to fill in your details. You have to fill in your details, and those parts which have an asterisk, you need to fill in. Those are not optional, but you need to provide the information in those which have the asterisk. And then another thing, you'll be given to choose 6 universities from a variety of options. You'll be provided with a variety of options. You'll be provided many universities, and from those universities you'll be given to choose 6 universities. You can choose the university that you're going to like, the university that you're going to prefer. That is one thing that you need to keep in mind. So now, how do you choose those universities? The thing that I would advise you is that you should take a research concerning the universities that you're going to choose. You can check a number of factors such as the location of the university. You can check the city of the university, and you can also check the weather of that city. And then after you check the weather of that city, you can also check the ranking of the university and also other factors. You can check a number of things. You'll be given a number of universities. You'll be given many universities, and from that you need to choose 6 universities. And then after that, what is another thing that you should know? You should also know about the documents that you should prepare for as you apply for this scholarship. A candidate is required to have a passport. That is one thing that you need to keep in mind. So as you apply for this scholarship, you're supposed to prepare for a passport. That is one thing that you need to keep in mind. A candidate is required to have a passport. According to the application in 2024, there were two stages. The first stage, a candidate was required to upload the passport, educational certificate, or the statement of results, and also other documents such as uploading the seal of consent, giving permission to your information, and other documents. These were the main documents which were required in the first stage according to the 2024 application. This is how it was. So now, after passing through the first stage, you'll be informed that you have passed the first stage, that you've been selected. If you pass the first stage, it means that you have a high chance of getting this scholarship. You have a high chance of getting this scholarship after they review your educational certificates and other documents. It means that you have a high chance of getting this scholarship. But it doesn't mean that you have gotten the scholarship, but you have a high chance of getting the scholarship. So now again, there will be another stage after you complete, after you've been selected in the first stage. You'll be required to upload other documents in the second stage. And among the documents that you'll be required to upload in the second stage, the translated and notarized passport and results. And you also need to upload your results. You'll be required to have certain tests such as the HIV negative, hepatitis A and B, tuberculosis, and also other tests. You'll be required to upload certain documents. That is one thing that you need to keep in mind. When you pass this stage, when you pass the second stage, you'll be informed if this part of the application passes through. If you pass all the requirements that they needed, it would mean that you have been selected by the Russian government, meaning that you don't have full sponsorship, but you've been selected by the Russian government. So what does it mean? It means that you have a partial sponsorship. This partial sponsorship only covers you for a few expenses. That is one thing that you need to keep in mind. It only covers you for a few expenses, including tuition fees and monthly stipends. It only covers you for a few expenses, such as tuition fees and monthly stipends, or you can say cash. And then what if you want full sponsorship? What if you want full sponsorship, which covers other expenses such as flight tickets and extra cash? What should you do? So if you want full sponsorship, wait for part 2 video, which will be uploaded soon. I hope you have gotten the idea on how to apply for the Russian government scholarship. This is how you apply. So we have now come to the end of this video. I hope you haven't forgotten to share, to click the like and subscribe button, and to also comment. Thank you for watching. See you to another video.